Hey everybody, we are in day 186 in our Bible reading plan, 2 Corinthians 4 through 6 and Proverbs 18, 1 through 12, and you are in for a treat. If you've never read 2 Corinthians, I am envious of you because these verses and these chapters are amazing. And so the big idea today is that the life of faith is a life totally transformed by God's love and refuses to lose heart. Why? Because its eyes are fixed on eternity. Where are your eyes fixed today? Paul literally takes our faces and turns them upward to heaven. And it is marvelous. It's amazing. Chapter 4, 2 Corinthians is a huge chapter for me. It's our ministry, my ministry chapter, my own ministry calling. And I love that chapter and a great reminder for me even today. Therefore, having this ministry, not that one, not the other one, but this one, having this ministry, this life, whatever ministry you're living, this life, having this ministry by the mercy of God, we do not lose heart. So whatever you're living today, whether it's in the classroom or the boardroom or the church room, don't lose heart. And then Paul goes on to emphasize that. And he's like, look, there's a God of this world who's blinded the minds of the unbeliever to what Christ is. And we are being transformed day by day, and we're to shine brighter and brighter, not because we lack suffering, but through suffering. And so verse 7, amazing. But we have this treasure in jars of clay to show that the surpassing power belongs to God and not to us. All of the difficulties are to say, man, look, if there's any solution to our problems, it's not because of me. It's not because I'm so smart and I can fix it. I'm facing multiple of these situations right now, literally. Challenged. Will I pray or will I trust? And a reminder from Paul that we are afflicted, but not crushed, perplexed, but not driven to despair, persecuted, but not forsaken, struck down, but not destroyed. Why? Because the life of Christ is in us. And so we have the ability to turn our eyes away from our transient problems to the Lord, to eternity, to all that's coming. So we do not lose heart. Now, how do we do that? Again, he goes on in chapter 5 and tells us it is by faith. Two words that define the Christian life. By faith, not by sight. Not when you see answers. Not when God gives you this letter in the mail. We all want that letter in the mail, that verse that pops off the page. It's nice if you get it, but walking by faith says, I don't need the verse. I don't need the letter. I have God guiding me. How do we know that? Because he died for us. And there is a judgment, and he's living through on our behalf in heaven. And so he reminds us again at the end of chapter 5 that we can be reconciled to God and to others because of Christ, who made him to be sin, who knew no sin. For our sake, God made him to be sin who knew no sin, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God. And that is the essence of what salvation is. Christ taking on our sin and us benefiting from all of his righteousness, so that when we come to God in prayer by faith, it's not because of all the works we've done, but because of him. He's given us, he's bestowed on us his righteousness. And so no matter how bad you were tomorrow, no matter how badly you failed, you can confidently approach the throne of grace today. And then chapter 6 also reminds us of where we've been and where we're going. And again, a reminder to live a holy life, not to be yoked with unbelievers, but to be separate. We are a people who are separate in every way, in the way we think, in the way we move, in the way we believe, and in the way that we suffer. And so I hope you believe that today. I hope that God is transforming you through your suffering to become more like Christ and to let his smell, his pleasing aroma flow through your life. I confess that I don't always succeed at that, but God, by his grace, gives me another day to try today, a day to honor him. Love you guys.